Why 99% of creators get ignored by brands, and the 5-line email that changes everything. The reason brand deals ignore your pitch has nothing to do with your subscriber count. I've read over 100 cold emails that creators send to brands. It's crazy. The ones that get ghosted all made the same 5 mistakes. The ones that got replies were shorter, 5 lines, 1 or 2 more maybe at the most. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact 5-line email, and you'll understand why the long, polished pitch that you've been sending, the multi-page PDF so they'll know everything about you, that's the reason you're getting ignored. So here's what actually is happening in 2026. Cold outreach isn't dead, but the generic cold email absolutely is. Mid-tier creators, you've got 10,000, 50,000, 150,000 subscribers. I got my first sponsorship, started talking to them when I had 10,000 subscribers. We signed before I had 50,000 subscribers. That was almost a $400,000 a year deal. Not very bad. But you've got real engagement, a real audience, and you're burning out sending 20, 30 pitches into info@.com boxes, and you're not hearing anything back. That info@.com is a black hole. It's where emails go to die. But here's the cruelest part. It's not because you're too small. Brands work with creators your size every single day. It's because 3 things are quietly killing your pitch. You're emailing the wrong inbox. You're guessing at your value instead of anchoring it. And your email is way too long. And that PDF attached to it is even bigger. If you're a creator who's been pitching into the void and that just hit a nerve, hit the like button. It costs you nothing. And it tells YouTube to put this in front of other creators that are getting ignored too. Let's fix all 3 here. Let's fix all 3 of those problems, starting with why short wins. Okay, killer number 1. You're pitching to the wrong person. Info@.com and hello@inboxes, those are just graveyards. They're black holes. Nobody who can approve a creator budget is reading those. You need a named human, a brand partnerships manager, an influencer marketing lead, an influencer marketing manager, a brand marketing coordinator. They've got a lot of different names for them, but these are the people that you need to talk to. And they're the ones that are waiting to hear from you, believe it or not. Killer number 2, you either don't name a number at all, or you leave one you pulled out of thin air. Now, I don't always put numbers in my pitches. I don't. When I build my SponsorKit.pro pitch deck, I don't put numbers in it. I want to give them opportunities. But both of these things, the fact that you just pull a number out of thin air or you put in a big number, both signal amateur. Brands respond to creators who price like a business, a data-backed range tied to your audience size and your deliverables, not just a hopeful guess. Now, trust me, I see all kinds of creators put out all types of numbers. Low volume channels getting big deals, big volume channels getting little deals. Know your value and keep it. Killer 3, your email is way too long and the PDF attached to it, like I said, even longer. A brand manager triaging 50 pitches is not reading 3 to 5 to 10 paragraphs. Length reads as desperation. Short reads as someone who knows their value, can present it, and they respect this person's time. So here's the framework. 5 lines. Each one does exactly one job. I'm going to read you each line. And look, you can follow along here on screen. Line number 1. Hi, Rebecca. I make plumbing content exactly for plumbers. And your new Neo toilet is a natural fit because of its water conservation properties. Line number 2. My last 16 videos averaged this many views with this % engagement rate from the plumbing audience that I told you about. Line number 3, the scoped offer. I'd love to do a dedicated segment integration, okay? I'd love to do a series. Here's a recent example. Give a link to those videos. Line 4 is your data-backed rate range. My rate for this runs anywhere from here to here, depending on usage rights and exclusivity. Now, I will normally not do this. I will normally ask at this point, my rate for this varies, depending on usage, rights, and the amount of videos. I have done brand deals from $35,000 to $1 million. Then there's a low friction close, and it's easy. This is line 5. Worth a quick call this week? Either way, my media kit, either way, my pitch deck is attached. 5 or 6 lines: relevance, proof, offer, rate, range, and close. No wall of text, no begging, no attached media kit that nobody asked for. If you've been guessing your rates and just hoping brands don't push back, I built a very similar template to this. Now, mine goes a little over 5 lines, but it's very clear. It's about 6 sentences, but it's spaced out. And in SponsorKit.pro, at the Pro and Pro Plus level, you have the price value calculator to help you put it in. Go check out SponsorKit.pro. It's free to get your first pitch deck. The link's in the description. Just sign up. Put in all your social. Do it like it tells you to do it. Do it like you're going to become a member, because after you see your first pitch deck, you probably will. Grab it and then come back. Click on it down there. That way you've got it open, and then finish this video. Let's go deeper on line 4, because it's the one that creators are most scared of. Naming a price. Now, like I said, I don't just name a per video price, but even naming a range. Not a single number, a range tied to usage rights and exclusivity. That does 2 things at once. It signals that you've done this before, and it anchors the negotiation in your favor before they even reply. When you anchor with a defensible range instead of guessing, you stop sounding like you're asking for permission, and you start sounding like a media business quoting a rate. That shift is everything. A quick tactical piece here. 3 ways to find the real human. 1, do a LinkedIn search, the brand name plus influencer or partnership, something like that. 2, look at the brand's existing creator sponsorships and see who they tag. 3, use a tool that surfaces verified partnership contacts so you skip the info@void entirely. And the framework isn't one email. It's the email plus follow-up plus follow-through. When I'm filling out SponsorKit.pro, I always go to 3 emails because I want to know my introduction, my follow-up, and my follow-through. I don't post them all at once. I don't get them ready to send. I send that first one. Then a week later, I go in and look at that email again. Do I need to change it, or did they already reply? So you send your introduction. 7 days later, you send your follow-up. Hi, just floating this back to the top of your inbox. Still happy to send rates, yada, 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 whatever it tells you. That follow-up recovers a huge share of non-responses, and almost nobody sends follow-ups. And then to go even further, SponsorKit.pro gives you the follow-through. So you send your introduction. 7 days later, you send your follow-up. 7 days later, you send your follow-through. Let me show you this end to end. It's genericized, but it's real. On one side, you got a pitch that got ignored, sent to info@.com. 3 paragraphs. It had a media kit that was 12 pages long attached that nobody asked for. No number, or just a random number with no logic behind it. We get $1 million to make a video. The brand never even opened it. Not the pitch deck. They may have opened the email, but once they saw that, they're like, yeah, we're good. On the right, same creator, same brand category, the 5-line version, the short 5 or 6 sentence email. They found the name contact from LinkedIn. They found the email address because they had an app that could do it, like one that we use in SponsorKit.pro. 1 proof number saying, look, we've done deals for this, and this is what they got. I prefer, give me your budget range. A scoped offer, a data-backed range on the line 4. Why do we do this? 1 low friction close. Reply in a day. I sent out a SponsorKit.pro pitch deck at 5 o'clock one afternoon. When I was in the next morning at 7 o'clock, I already had a reply, and they wanted to talk. Nothing changes about these 2 creators. Same type channel, same size, same content. The only variable is the email. That's the whole point. 99% get ignored because of the pitch, not the person. So recap, 3 killers. The info@.com. You're never going to go anywhere. Guessing your value. That's not good. And the wall of text and the freaking PDF that's 12 pages long with it. The fix is a 5 or 6 line email. Relevance. 1 proof number. A scoped offer. A data-backed rate range. and maybe ask them what their budget is, and a low friction close. Plus the one follow-up and follow through that almost nobody sends. Before you close this, save this video. The next time you're about to pitch a brand, pull it back up and run your email against these 5 lines. If you want the whole thing done for you, the named contact finder, the rate range, the calculator, the 5-line template, like I said, mine's maybe just a little bit more, the price value calculator, the 3 email templates, and the pitch deck from SponsorKit.pro that actually make line 5 land. That's exactly what SponsorKit.pro does. It automates this entire outbound framework so you're not guessing at any of it. The link's in the description. And if you're serious about it, look, there's multiple levels. Rookie, Creator, Pro, Pro Plus. Anywhere from $49 to $4.99 a month. Pay annually, you get 2 months for free. And the free template and everything with these templates is in there. If you just want to start with the email, go ahead. Build your pitch deck. Go to SponsorKit.pro. I'm Roger Wakefield, the Chief Revenue Officer. SponsorKit.pro. It's your turn to be on top.